Hello, and welcome to my podcast. Whether you're walking to work, having a cup of coffee, or just taking positive vibes, join me as I share timeless wisdom and practical tools to make your life better. Hello, my good, amazing people. How are you doing? I just want to ask you, what are you grateful for, and what small wins are you celebrating today? What challenges are also presenting themselves that you can choose to see as homework for you to self-develop? I think for me today, the challenge that has presented itself is that I need to be also self-confident. That's my homework. And the small wins that I'm celebrating is that I'm alive, one, and two, that today I got to just show up in a room filled with like-minded people, people who made my spirit sing. So, and I just want to just tell you, I'm so grateful that you're here listening to me once again, and so proud of all of you for just being here and showing up for you in your journey of self-development. So today I thought I would share about embracing self-responsibility, why we need to embrace it, and how to do it. So let's dive in. A lot of us carry greatness and also pain because it's all part of the human experience. Self-responsibility is defined as having the power to be in control, the power to make choices. I have learned that life is about finding the balance, because life is filled with both negative and positive human experiences. And that for us to find the balance, we need to cultivate self-responsibility. That is being in control of our lives. So why do we need to be in control of our lives? Because our brains are wired for survival and to also avoid pain. So we end up resisting our emotions, and this leads us to bottling up pain, fear, anxiety, sadness, rejection, all these negative emotions, among so many others. Do you know why the pain comes from? It comes from our thoughts. I also call them our beliefs that have shaped us. And here is what I want to offer you, my friends. How you think about something determines how you feel and how you act. Even how you think about someone, it just determines how you will feel towards them and act. And how you act creates the results. So I'll give you an example with myself. For the longest time, I had thoughts about me not being good enough because I didn't have a job. And so I constantly had thoughts like I didn't have a source of income, I'm just dependent on my family, it's a shame that I have to be helped, I'm a failure, I just can't seem to figure it out. So what did this really make me feel? Not good enough and lack of confidence. And how did this affect me? Not taking action. And it's because I didn't feel good enough. And the result that I created is I could never get a job. There is no one who has such a negative mindset around a job that can attract a job. You can't. And even if you attract it, you'll attract a negative job. Like even the area that you'll go to, you either attract a small salary or you'll attract a negative environment, because you're coming from a place of resistance or desperation, and you attract what you are. So you definitely attract no job, or a job where you're frustrated and low salary, or an environment full of negative people where you not even grow. You'll end up leaving the job. So that for me has been the longest cycle till, I not lie to you, till recently, where I have come to realize that it's not about the job, it's about the value that I want to add in the community. If I go into a place with a negative mindset, I'll always attract negative. If I go into a place with a positive mindset, one, I'll be determined and resilient, and I'll definitely attract positives. It is still a place in my life where I still have a lot of homework to do. I'm not saying that I'm perfect in this area. I still have challenges around my beliefs, and it is a place that I have to constantly welcome the feelings of lack of confidence at times, not good enough at times, and I have to work through them. So now, how do we cultivate self-responsibility, which is taking control of our lives? Here's the thing, and I was even telling a client of mine who I'm coaching, you are not broken, and you don't need to be fixed. If you're going through any pain or fear in your life, or maybe shame, or maybe, all those emotions, what you need to do is to take control of your life. Choose to be intentional on knowing that you have the pain, and it's okay, because it's part of being human. If the pain is around someone talking ill of you, or even not having a job, or your life not going well, embrace all these negative thoughts in and negative emotions you feel. Process them. That is, hold space for these negative emotions and thoughts. Ask yourself, what am I thinking? And then later, process the emotions. And most importantly, know that you cannot control adults like you can control children. Just know that adults have a right to act as they choose. If they say bad things about you, let them be. And just know that nothing has gone wrong in your life, that they're just projecting their pain and insecurities. And ask yourself, is what they said serving me? Is it bringing into my life good feelings or bad feelings? Is this worth my energy? Just ask yourself this, and let go of all this pain that you're holding around someone who has talked ill of you, because you cannot control anyone. You can just control yourself, how you act. So 2, choose to process your emotions. In this case, let's talk about fear. I've done an episode on processing your emotions. Please listen to it on our YouTube channel at Soul to Soul Kenya. And the first step is always awareness and noticing where the fear or even the pain might be coming up for you. It's really important to process your fear compassionately. Do not be a bully of yourself and say you should not be afraid. It's fine. It's not a big deal. a lot of well-meaning people will try and do this. Like, come on, just lighten up. It's going to be fine. And here's the thing I want you to know is that all fear comes from our brains. So just because you're having a really intense amount of fear doesn't necessarily mean that you are in an intense amount of danger. What that means is that you are having some intense thoughts about something, and it's causing you to feel an intense amount of fear. Be really clear that the mind is what creates fear, not the world or your situation. Without your mind, there is no fear. Without your mind, also, there is no pain. Without your mind, there is no rejection. Without your mind, there is no shame. So it's important that you don't just dismiss that. You've got to pay attention to what's going on in your brain so that you can uncover anything that's causing you fear in you. And when you judge it or you dismiss it or you put yourself down or self-criticize, you miss the opportunity for that awareness, and you miss the opportunity to process it compassionately. So how can you do this? I'd like to just advise that you can just sit into it and say, I'm scared, and that's okay. Being scared is a human experience. It's part of the human experience. Scared is a feeling. It's a vibration in my body. It doesn't mean I'm in danger. Then what I would like to ask you is breathe in and allow the fear to vibrate in your body. Then for some of us it will be crying. For some of us it will look like shaking. For some of us it will just feel very subtle, and for some of us it will be very intense. It's different for everyone, processing fear and allowing it to be there. And most of us, we have the desire to resist it. It catches in our throat and we try to downplay it. We try to push it away. We try to take a deep breath and just move on and be tough about it. And what I want you to do is take a deep breath in and go into the fear. Welcome the fear, allow it to be there. And recognize it's just a vibration, it's just an emotion in your body. And it's okay to feel afraid. It doesn't mean something has gone terribly wrong. It just means that you're a human with a human brain experiencing an emotion. So what I want to ask you is to practice this. Practice breathing in and saying it's okay, and letting your fear or your pain, any feeling that comes through, just get in. Just don't resist it. Say it's okay, I feel afraid. It's okay, I feel ashamed. It's okay, I feel like a failure today. But it doesn't mean that something has gone wrong. It's only my brain and my thoughts that are controlling this, and this is part of the human experience. And also, experiencing emotions is just also part of the human experience. So it's okay. It's okay. Nothing has gone terribly wrong. Okay? Just choose to be self-responsible. Choose to know that you are in control of your life. You cannot control any other adult. You also have a choice, just the same way you also have a choice. So, till next week episode, I'm sending you my love and light. God bless you. Cheers.